Hello survivors, hello, welcome to the stream guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you're having a good day, feeling good. Looks like new war season is very much on the horizon guys, which might mean new character, I would assume so. Obviously new missions, attached to War of Champions, all the good stuff. The information I think was originally going to be released today, but it's been delayed till tomorrow, which is fine. There is a war this weekend as well that's been confirmed. It's unconfirmed if it's going to be part of the war season, but I would organize yourself as if it would be. I would organize this. Otherwise, they announce the war season next Monday rather than tomorrow. That's my thoughts on that anyway. But thank you very much for tuning in today, guys. Do say hello in chat. I'll read out your comments in a second. Just gonna get started on running some more stuff. I think I'll just run another world map. We're gonna run the world map I've been running. I won't use the team I've been using because the team I use actually obliterates it really quick. Really quick. We'll run this stage right here. I'll just use this team. This should be reasonably fast, but at the same time, not so fast. Okay, who have we got in chat? We've got Valiant, Bretland, and Vaz, top 3 of the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. We also have Valiant. No, we don't also have Valiant Bretland. You guys not allowed to chat twice? Throwing me off my game. What's up? Hello there. What's up, Mark, Kathy, Hando? Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, so yeah, new war info potentially coming tomorrow. Well, it was advertised as coming tomorrow. I say potentially. Unless something changes, it should come tomorrow. Did you say organize? My faction couldn't organize getting drunk in a brewery. I mainly mean as an individual, you know? Some people might be like, it's not part of a war season, I'll just organize something for Saturday and not bother. But then, when it is part of a war season, it's just like, uh-oh, sort of deal. Uh-oh. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. If you've typed in chat, hit like, because you've definitely got accounts. You've definitely got YouTube accounts. How's Lock doing today? I can't complain too much. I can't complain. I've had some good stuff happening IRL. My YouTube stuff is all sorted. I got a reasonably big payment from YouTube last week. I looked at it for 15 minutes and then 80% of it disappeared to pay some bills, which was great. I started ordering my new PC and I've been gradually receiving PC parts for the last 3 or 4 days. I've managed to get a motherboard. I managed to get a power supply. I managed to get a CPU. A hard drive arrived today, some more hard drives arriving tomorrow. I've already got a case. I've already got a CPU fan. RAM, for whatever reason, arrives in like 10 days. That is going to take like 2 weeks to get delivered. But the rest, it was like 24 hours delivery. And I'm all out of money again. Fantastic. But I'm going to have a new PC, which is honestly the big one, guys. It's the big one. I'm talking like my current PC is pretty much 10 years old. It's pretty much 10 years old. The render times on this, when I do my character previews, it takes an hour and a half to 2 hours to render it, and they're only 20-minute videos. My new PC probably will render it, I'm guessing, like at a guess, probably render it in like 15 minutes to 20 minutes, so almost render it at 1-for-1 speed. So like it'll render 1 second in 1 second, whereas at the moment it's rendering 1 second in like, I don't know, what would it be, in like 5 seconds, which is obviously bad. I think it might even render it faster. I don't know, to be honest. My current, anyone who knows about PCs, my current CPU is a 4770K it was a decent CPU in its time, but obviously right now, not so much. But my new CPU is a 7950X. It's a Ryzen 9 7950X. The difference on the benchmark websites is legitimately like 50 times better, almost. You know, it's just like absolutely crazy. Yeah. So even conservative like numbers, it's at least 25 times better than the CPU I already have, which is just, like I say, it's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff. I need to do some of this roadmap. Not too bothered by it because it lasts the entire event, so I'm not too bothered. We'll do some of it. I think some of it's walkers, so it's nice. Was about to give up and go to bed. Yeah, I was a bit slow today, I do admit. Had some stuff to sort out. I haven't really been sleeping well. I was contemplating not streaming, then I was contemplating streaming early, and then for a short amount of time to go to bed, and then I was hungry, and it's just like, it's like a lot of mixed emotions. The heat's not been great, and just dealing with some random stuff IRL, so it's a bit of anxiety as well. But I'm feeling alright. Just not getting a great night's sleep. Like, I'm managing to get like 5 hours at a time. 5 hours. I need a good solid night's sleep. I doubt I'll have one tonight. I've got to get up earlyish tomorrow to work on a video. The price you pay for being a creator. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I think getting a PC is great. I was going to get a new PC last year, about a year and a half ago. And I was going to get 5950X. So, I mean, as much as it took me an extra year to get the PC, I've got a brand new CPU. It only just came out this year, so it's great. Which of two $200 weapons do you think is better? Probably the one that's available right now, the crit line, crit impair line one. The fact that it's strong, it's quite good. The other one I wasn't 100% sure about. I think I just kind of saw it as a bonus, the Tyrese one. I can't see it anymore, so I guess it's gone. But yeah, I like that one more. What's up, weird girl? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. What about yourselves, guys? What of those two weapons did you look at? I mean, some people might not even have looked at it just because, you know, like the price point of them is pretty crazy. $200 is crazy. That is some next level battle pass. Because that's what it is, right? It's basically the battle pass again, but instead of for $10, it's $200. And if anything, you're probably getting less rewards. It's kind of nuts. Like, did anyone actually get Tyrese's hammer? I just want to know if they fixed the art, to be honest. Oh, it's not that big a deal, but I just want to know. I think this is going to be the first time I've completed the missions on the weekly ones for Faction Assault. I managed to keep up with it this week, apparently. Which is great. The pricing and stuff is getting way too much. It's always been like that. There's always been like crazy high price points on certain stuff, and there's always been decent price points on certain stuff. Like the event stuff is, I've talked about it before, the event stuff is really well priced, you know? For £30 here, which is like $40, you can get enough of the bloody rockets to just instantly get the character involved. I do not know why Julie's in the art. Why is Julie in the art? That is just bizarre. 1 second. Like, that don't make no sense. Like, she's not part of the event. So that's weird. I took a screenshot of that. I'll pass it on to Scopely later. She's part of Father's Day. I guess they forgot. I don't know, man. Stripe should be here if anyone. But yeah, you can buy that twice even. That's not too bad. And then these other offers, just give a little sprinkle here and there. I think that the stuff is a little bit more expensive this time around. Like, yeah, the extras, the mods. And they're guaranteed, so it's like a days on attack is good. Attack versus fast. Last time around, these were 800 each. They priced them lower in the previous event, which honestly was great, but attack while taunted is okay-ish. RNG. They've even increased the baseline on the RNG. It's kind of weird. You can't really afford much free-to-play. I think you can afford stripes and one mod. Stripes and one mod. Or other stuff. Reused asset lazy scopes over 4th of July. I mean, they're gonna. Games always cut corners. That's how they can't. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this grenade before. I will say that. This seems new. I think it probably just comes straight from the Art of Stars. Honestly, let's have a little look. I know he's got a grenade on his art. It might just come straight from his art. Yeah, it might be the grenade that's in his hand and it's just rotated. Can't see the icon. I mean, I guess they could just get the icon made elsewhere. But I think that's new. It is nice to see new art, I will be honest. It is really nice to see new stuff. I don't think it's that big a deal, but it is nice to see new stuff. I haven't seen these rockets before though either. So yeah, it's not terrible. Even though it doesn't really mean much, it is nice to just have different assets visually. See you later, Hando. I can buy a real one for less. I mean, yeah, we've talked about that before. Like people who heavy spend on this game could be buying like PlayStation 5s and all the latest games and stuff. But yeah, this weapon is okay. Yeah, it's okay. 55% attack, pretty straightforward. It's a really simple weapon to upgrade. Like the more you spend, the more simplistic the game becomes, basically. Is this really $200? Seems crazy. Let's see the offers again. I mean, I guess you're getting stuff with the purchases when you do them. If you just buy 2 of these, it's 200. But then you're also getting 8 mods, 110k of this, 10 of these. So I mean, as a big spender buying ultra tokens, that might not seem like a bad idea. You'd probably walk away with at least 300,000 ultra tokens, including the mission rewards. Or like close to 300,000. So it's guaranteed ultra. And I'm talking about people who buy ultras every week, every time they come out. So this would be a good offer for them. You get 8 paragons, you get a weapon. I don't think it's so great if you're not a heavy spender though. This isn't like, oh, I've got a little bit of money to spend, what should I buy? That isn't what this is. In my opinion anyway. You only get 1 grenade. But does 1 grenade get you something? If the first offer is like 1 grenade, it is. I don't think that's worth. I don't think it's worth 99 pence to be honest. If it was an RNG crate, maybe. Maybe. The attack versus alert in the bullet store cost a lot. No, the other one. It was defense versus alert. I think it was. I put on some of my characters. I'm pretty sure I put on my characters. It was defense versus alert on HP set. This was only like 800, and I bought 2 of them. I didn't realize the other one was attack days resist. It was nice, don't get me wrong, but yeah. What's up, Dan? Welcome to the stream. I'm going for 3 copies of stripes and the weapon. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because if you're going to use her for the tower team video that I talked about, you do not need more than 2 for the upgraded version. And you could afford that. And this weapon isn't too bad. Like a ransack, I don't know about the 3rd slot. I'd probably put like percentage attack versus or something like that. Maybe, I think you can get AP drain on the weapons on alert. It isn't great chance though. I think it's like 30% chance. It's a harder one to get, of course, as well. So I'd probably go attack, you know, attack bonus based on enemy's HP, 50% attack. That's what I'm thinking of doing myself. Because you need 1 plus 2. So you need a grade 1 plus a grade 5. Then this will be 15k, then you can get a mod. Yeah, it's the ransack. Yeah, exactly. I keep seeing it and being like in my head it's a tough weapon. That damn weapon, what was his name? Uncle Sam's weapon. Remember his tough rampage weapon? It has the same like visuals on the pistol, on the, I think it's a rifle. Yeah. Also the fact that this weapon doesn't belong to anybody, it's just 4th of July Desert Eagle. Yep, agree they were being lazy and forgot, but that's also lazy. I mean, no, I agree with, when it comes to Julie being there, that's weird. That just shouldn't happen. But the other assets is nice. It's nice, like I say, it doesn't mean much, but it is fresh. I think they could make it fresher. I think if they did it would take maybe some development. That's the only thing. And Scopely, I don't think are putting much development time into RTS, to be honest. She still works for Tower LB3. Only one version of her though. You should check out my video from yesterday, maybe Saturday. I went over what you should do if you want to utilize her as the best for tower taking. You need 2 copies of her basically. Is the rundown. I explained why in the video. But it's basically because there are 2 different types of towers. Some people just don't know this. And if you found that video useful, I would appreciate you sharing it with your faction, because it will help your faction as well, obviously, and it will help you because your faction will get the towers, and it helps me because I get views. It's like the circle of life for a YouTuber. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. I watched. I just can't remember. Yeah, you need 2 different copies basically. 166 and 155 AP, and then it will basically make it so that you can hit the different tower types. Yeah, basically. Unfortunately, can't have 3 of her by this weekend, so I mean, I'll be able to test out the grade. What is it? Grade 1. I'm guessing most towers, most of the time, they're the 3-turn ones. Most of the time. Sometimes they're 4-turn, but most of the time they're 3. I still think there's going to be some kind of twist with the new war season. We'll see. We'll see. There'll either be like I reckon there'll either be a major change. I don't think it'll be small. I think it'll be massive, or it'll be almost copy and paste. You know, we've got a lot of new team members for Scopely. They might not want to try and reinvent the wheel so much when it comes to the actual war season. I hope all they really need to do, if they really want to make people happy, is just boost the rewards by like 20%. You know, like ultra tokens. Just put 500 extra in every position where you finish, and 500 extra in over the course of all the milestones. Just an extra 1,000 ultra tokens per war, like as an initial change. If there's no change there, then obviously it's just they're not looking at it, to be honest. Horse named Kids, what region am I in? You can easily find out what region someone's in if they are a streamer by watching their war streams, and when they match with another faction, it tells you the name of their region next to the name of their faction. But I'm in Rhone, and my faction is Order 66. I've been playing this flat out recently. You should do tips, tricks, and tutorials. I reckon you do pretty good at that. I mean, a lot of the stuff I've talked about in the videos about that topic, you know? Once we got a tune pull after war, if someone, then you know this new button which you can spam and do hearts and celebration and stuff like this and smiley face or whatever, thumbs up. It actually blocks the chat for me, so I don't see some words that people type. That's why I generally don't read out the last comment, because I have to wait until it goes up so I can actually read it. But I guess it's if someone hits the last milestone, they should be getting at least one ultra pull. That's a good pull on, good point actually. 10,000 tokens from Scopely's perspective is a lot though. Yeah, blocks chat it's annoying, isn't it? From Scopely's perspective, 10,000 tokens is a lot. If we go to Ultra, how much do they sell 10,000 for? I mean, it's hard to find it. Don't they just straight up sell? So they seemingly value 10,000 around about $35, like flat. Now you can get better in these offers, like 2 of these, 3 of these, so it's like $25. You are getting extra stuff here, but from Scopely's perspective, that's too much. Personally, 99% of gacha games I play hand out pulls like crazy, and it just makes you feel better about pulling, and spending is nicer, you know? Like The Walking Dead No Man's Land, they hand out tons of radios, and I used to spend in that game, even though I played it quite casually, I still spend like, you know, 30 quid a month, you know, and that might not sound like a lot, but there's going to be lots of players doing the same. Desert has a bug when I equip the weapon on an invisible character from the event, I say. Brother, I'm not really sure what you're saying here. Is it a Desert Eagle? This one has a bug when I equip the weapon on an invisible character from the event. I don't know what the bug is. When I equip the weapon on an invisible character. Invisible character. Just doing videos on how to get the most out of the game and all the statistics on things. Yeah, I mean, I can't, like I say, I'm gonna be honest. My motivation for making videos is an all-time low, and the reason for that is because my new PC is like so close that I know that anything I do now is genuinely taking 5 times longer now than it will when I get my new PC. So my time, and the fact that the weather's terrible at the moment, I'm just like chilling out a little bit. I'm creating content still, obviously, but I'm not killing it. I'm not trying to kill it. I'm not trying to kill it. When I get a new, you know, new PC all sorted and my render times are cut drastically down, then yeah, is a bug. Yeah, but what's the bug? You need to explain it, or you need to make a recording and put it on the Discord for the developers to see it. It encourages you to pull. Might get lucky on a pull and get the promo tune. Could encourage some players to pull more. I mean, I agree. I guess I wouldn't necessarily say this is the issue, but in terms of from Scopely's perspective, people who spend heavy are spending heavy regardless, so they don't feel the need, you know? They don't feel the need so much. What do I need to do here? I don't need to take any specific character. Okay, we'll take my Telltale team, and we'll times 3 it. No, that's not it. And we'll times 3. Come on, there we go. Times 3. I'll take some random characters. Are you getting any PC? Why haven't you mentioned it? I swear, bro. I swear. I swear to goodness. So the turn you equip the weapon to becomes invisible? Yeah, I'm not sure. If the new war season doesn't have a tune or it's trash, I'm done with RTS. But all of, like, I've heard people say this before, it's like, if you're that, you know, what is it called? If you're that straw, is it straw or straw that breaks a camel's back situation? I don't know what to say to that, to be honest. I remember someone during an event, if anyone remembers the Beach Balls Sombreros event, where you gather like beach balls, sombreros and stuff like that from pools, and you had them in the museum, and one of the characters you could get was Harper, and she was good, the fast 5-star or 6-star, I'm not sure, but she was good. And they basically said, if I don't get Harper from this event, I'm quitting. They did get the character, which was honestly really hard to, like, rare, so they got extremely lucky, but yeah, they ended up quitting like a year later when they did like 200 pulls for Kenny, and they didn't pull one. They only got Pity. So yeah. When are they going to release a good attack lead? Every tune that came out in defense, it's getting ridiculous with all these defense tunes. We've had like 2 free-to-play attack leaders that are good. Raulito's good versus particular teams. John's good. Trader's still good. I mean, Trader honestly is still just the best leader for what he brings to the table. I think most of the time you need someone who's more of a controller as a leader anyway, because damage roll characters need specialist skills to be like top tier in my opinion. I've quit several times, usually for 5 minutes. True story, yeah. Although you broke a TV, I have broken like PC hardware from video games before. I broke a mouse once. I was frustrated because I used to play a game competitively, and I used to play with a really good team, but we were so good that eventually what happened is people stopped playing against us. So what we used to do was we used to break up the band every season and create teams or join other teams for a season, and then come like get back together. Don't call it a comeback, but get back together again after that for like a season or 2. Basically, so we'll give other people a chance to win, but also we like drop down the division and have fun, and we'd actually play against each other a lot of the time. I formulated a team, and I just the players I was playing with weren't bad, it's just they weren't top tier, and they were messing up in certain ways, and I just smashed my mouse, like just got my fist in the air and just bam, and I completely wrecked one of the left click button. It wouldn't click. Completely destroyed it. Fantastic. So I have to buy a new mouse. I was very lucky. I dropped stars 5 times on first try. Congrats, that's nice. I haven't pulled for stars. I haven't pulled at all for stars. Trader's still good, yeah, Trader's great. Trader came out 2 years ago. I think he came out 1.5 years ago. He came out not last January, but the January before. pretty sure that was Trader. Like the NWO had the best Mythic Trial, 100% the best. It was pretty much by accident, but they still had the best Mythic Trial, and part of the reason was because there was a leak of the characters that were going to be involved in it, or at least there was a leak of parts of a video. Oh damn! I took Karen here, didn't I? There's leaks of part of a video, and okay, no, let me just do another team, because that team I actually like to use. Carol's in that one as well. Okay, this team isn't that good anymore. We'll just throw in. There's 3 holiday heroes still. Nope. I need a hero. Okay, we'll do guaranteed crits. But yeah, there was leaks of the video screenshots, so they released it early because they released it within like 48 hours of the leaked screenshots, and then the actual Mythic Trial didn't come out for like 2 weeks. The hype that built was so good. I've never seen hype like that in RTS before, and they didn't replicate it. They didn't like recognize that it built hype and then replicate it for future ones. And I made content on it talking about what traits they could possibly be, because it was open to interpretation. It was just the art of the characters. It was so good. It was so good. It was the best launch of a Mythic Trial they've had. And then they had terrible launches to Mythic Trials. Telltale one was terrible. So was Outlanders. Just way too much information just in one day. And they dropped the information on like 2 characters, I think. No, 3 characters. Plus a massive event blog that had loads of information just hidden in it. Like, I think Arav was a Gold Rush character and was in that blog post, and people didn't even know because it was just so massive. It was so massive. It took me like 25-30 minutes to read through it, you know? Nuts. I had 6-star Doc Stevens was making people go crazy. That was before I came back. Yeah, I mean, 6-star Doc was great. Like, even in the S-Class era. Any clue on what the WOC tune will be? I hope, this is my hope, I hope they tease the character before Warrior Champions this time. As in, like, way before. By, like, Qualifier 2. It doesn't have to be their kit, just at least the art. Just to hype it up in some way. You know, slow build up of the, you know, and then, like, let's say week 2, they could tease the art of the character. Week 4, they could tease the art of the weapon, you know, the special weapon that the winners get their weapon named after them. You know, they could just tease this stuff, and then like week, let's say 5, just before it's due to like finish, or just after just after the 5th qualifier, they could actually release the character information and release the weapon information in one go. Like, they don't tease enough in this game. They don't build up hype, and I mean, I swear, I'm a broken record at this point with this stuff. I've been saying this for like 3 or 4 years, but they don't build up hype. There's nothing to look forward to for majority of players when it comes to just like general gameplay. It just randomly just gets dropped. That's it. Rando dropped. I really wish for a break from war. I mean, we get a break every other week. That's about all you can get. Yeah. Let me know what's up. When you talked about Ransack Pistol in the previous video and who would it be good for? Fit for, you didn't mention Kenny. Any reason why? I don't really see it being good for Kenny. That's pretty much it. I see it being good for a support character, but not a damage roll character. Damage roll characters need as much damage as possible, especially like previous era damage. Kenny's damage is still decent, to be fair. I think he rolls out a base 38k, but that's because he gets a boost off of his own weapon and stuff. But yeah, still waiting for the next mythic trial. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and guess we don't have them anymore, guys. They were rolling them out every 3 months before, and then we just had a massive gap. Scopely never say things are done. Well, they do. We just got told that I don't know if some of you may not know this, but they actually confirmed that Walker Hordes is finished. They're never going to do another Walker Hordes. And it's been like a year and a half or 2 years since the last one. So that's how long it takes for the last thing of that thing to happen for them to confirm, hey, we're not doing that again. That's nuts. That's nuts. And honestly, like, the fact that they've confirmed that we're not getting another one of the Walker Hordes is crazy in my opinion. It's an actual game mode, you know. They can redevelop it, but they've just straight up said we're not having another one. They gave out previous war character for free. More people would be interested. Now it's very difficult to find interested people. What do you mean? If they gave out a previous war character for free, I don't understand what you mean by that. You mean the character in the actual World Champions region? Yeah, they definitely shouldn't do that. I'm a very much like no fan. I won, but at what cost? At what cost? I don't think he's got an attached weapon here. It looks like he's got default. Has he got default? No, he had an attached weapon, okay. Now I gotta do Skybound X. I think I had a team with Skybound X on that. So I feel like I've had to do that before. There we go. WOC characters. They sold the last WOC character at the last World Champions. I can't remember what, does anyone know how much they sold Eris for? I didn't see the offer, but I don't know if I would have seen the offer unless I didn't have her. I don't know. Game needs new events. Been playing 8 years, exploring the same stuff over and over. I think it needs. I think the game needs to go sideways a little bit. There's not much depth to the game, you know. It's very shallow. Instead of like adding tiers, which is what they normally do, because when you add a tier, it makes the previous tier kind of like a known thing, so it actually wipes out stuff. Like with new eras and things. They need to broaden the game a little bit. I'm talking like new resources for whatever reason, but new resources, new tokens for whatever reason. I think like ultras and advanced characters that are a year old should go into like a special wheel that's called like a platinum token wheel or something like that. You can earn these platinum tokens from warring. Maybe that should be a thing. Like you can get one pull on that every time. I don't know. Every time I try and collect the Hordes can in the shop, my game crashes. I've seen some people say this. I don't have that issue, so I'm still getting those cans. $50. See, that's pretty decent for Eris, honestly, if you're a spender. She's still top tier even now. You know, there are definitely ways to deal with her, but she's still a very frustrating character. I don't think that's too crazy to ask. Now, when it gets to the next World Champions and they have the offers up, will they have offers up for Eris again? And will they have... Oh, they should have offers up for... What was his name? I can't remember his name. I'm thinking of a very bad name. I can't say this name. That's very much a big no-no. I can't say that one. $50 is not decent. It really is if you're a spender in this game. $50 for a character is very low amount of money. Argus, that's the one. I was thinking of a different name that began with A. Letters on a postcard. Now, what's up, Jason? Welcome to the stream. I need to hire new developers for the game. They literally have just got a new team of developers for RTS. That's why people quit. It's all about your wallet. It's always been like that, though. Legitimately, it's always been like that. This is a pay-to-win game. Most gacha games are pay-to-win. The more you spend, the easier the game is for you, the more you'll win. It's pretty much as simple as it gets. Why do you think the top factions are the heaviest spending factions? It isn't a coincidence, you know? It's a necessity. Good night, Brilliance. $50 is cheap for a toon, especially as a guarantee. Especially as a guarantee, and remember, it's optional too. You don't have to buy the character. You also know how good Eris is. Like, it isn't like a are they good, which can be what it's like. You know, Stars is up right now. He looks good on paper. He can work in a team, but is he actually good? I think he's going to be decent. He's not like as obvious as Princess, but I think he's going to be decent. Princess, regardless, is always going to serve a role. You know, she's always going to be able to taunt control characters to a certain extent. You know, obviously focus is potentially there, but he's not that good. Stars is not that good. I think it comes down to quite massively what team he's in. It's a big important thing. I think he's a character that's only pretty much as good as the team he's in. How long till it... I mean, we can use the old focus leads right now. I've been thinking about maybe just throwing Negan into an attack team. He's not great. Wait, don't we have another one? We have Davey. Davey buffs. I know he's not great, but Davey buffs. What's her name? Sophia, right? Am I right in thinking that? I'm pretty sure Davey buffs Sophia. Right now feels very limited with stars. I think the problem that the game has to a certain extent is defenses are kind of cookie cutter at the moment, in my opinion, where it's just like there's 5 promo characters, they're all strong, they all work on the same team, thumbs up, have fun, sort of thing. There's 5 fast characters, they all work on the same team, thumbs up, have fun, you know? That's pretty much how the game feels for me at the moment when it comes to that sort of thing. Makes the experience maybe a bit more straightforward. But like I said, like if you're a spender, it generally is a bit more straightforward. Ain't played it in 5 months, so I wouldn't know. My wallet has thanked me ever since. I mean, you can play the game free to play. It definitely is possible. Unless you have like impulse control issues, which definitely people can have with different things, you know. Some people can have it with food, some people can have it with like anything. The newest pair of sneakers, you know. Some people can have impulse control issues around lots of things. And a nice juicy offer in a mobile game that you're playing, I can understand it can be an issue sometimes. But it is definitely worth exploring free to play if you're having issues when it comes to spending. You can always drop down factions as well. It really depends why you play. If you play to be in a top faction, you generally will need to spend. It's kind of, like I say, kind of goes hand in hand with each other. You can definitely drop down to other factions, and you know, at least for a couple of months you'll be wrecking because you're going to have much better characters than people in that sort of tier of factions. I see a Naya on Heathcliff. Stars is frustrating with his stun, but there's always ways around that. I mean, you can leave that till last and risk it a little bit. But yeah. What's better? Higher health, defense. You want them to be around the same. If your defense is too high and your HP is too low, you're susceptible to burn and bleed. Even if you have like 60% reduction, you can still get wrecked by burn and bleed. You're susceptible to maim. And yeah, I mean, that's just an obvious problem. If your HP's too high and your defense is too low, you're susceptible to just getting absolutely wrecked with percentage damage. Like, you can hit Peacekeeper extremely hard, but his HP is crazy high. You know? So you want to try and get them as high as both as close as possible. Now, characters that are weird, like Peacekeeper, if you watch my guide on him, I pretty much just say don't even boost his HP at all. Don't boost it at all. Just go all in on defense on every part of his kit, and you can get him up to like 50k defense, which is decent. And his HP is so high that that's where he can be very good. Like my team in my Peacekeeper and still gets defense, which is crazy because, you know, Peacekeeper isn't hard to deal with in my opinion right now, but it's just because I think a lot of people don't build him how I built him. I'm gonna get one for it. So Death covers basic attack and rushes. I mean, I did a test once upon a time. It was very hard to like make it into a content, but in terms of how many attacks it took to defeat someone with like 80% defense versus 20% HP, and then the other way around, 20% defense versus 80% HP. And then where they are both 50-50, there probably is a really sweet spot, which is like 47-53, you know, but it's hard to work that out, you know. Yeah, 45. Well, 45. Oh, you mean on the weapon? Yeah. Okay. I was like, like, but yeah, 45-55 is like another one. It could work fine. But like I say, you just want to get them as close as possible. You can have problems with that to a certain extent with some teams. Like, I'll show you one of my teams right now. The defense is way higher than the HP on all of the characters, but that's only because I've got a defense leader and I've got Circuit in the same team. So it's just kind of nuts. Okay, that's not. So I think all their defenses are close to 100k, and all their HPs are like 50 and above. But their defenses are really high because of the weapons have percentage defense, all of them. The leader skill has what, 50% defense, and then Circuit has 30% defense. So this is just those three things. I haven't got anything with defensive mods. They're all with HP based stuff. You know, I try and get as much HP as possible. Man, that HP is crazy. Is she getting HP from somewhere else? Where does she get HP from? She's not got HP in her kit. Why is her HP, base HP so good, man?
Sounds good.
Member status, sure. Thank you very much, Chris. Very much. I don't know why it doesn't read these out when it's tier 2, but thank you very much, man. Seven months at tier 2. So just over halfway to the next tier. Moving on up. Moving on up. Faction Assault. Don't mess up, Lockdown. Don't mess up. Stay on target. Stay on target. I think this is me completing the missions, which is nice. I already did the medals mission. I didn't realize I had to spend gold, silver, and bronze. I completely maxed out my Laura, which I hadn't done before. Do you recommend Graze mods when using absolute defense weapon? I will say auxiliary generally just isn't that good. There's not many you can use. Like I like defense while, because if someone gets stunned their absolute defense no longer works. So you can kind of see it as like a bonus, not a bonus, but like a counter. So if the character gets stunned and their weapon effectively is not working anymore, they are now getting 100% defense bonus, so that when they do get hit, they're not getting hit as hard. You could do that with stun. You could do that with disarm. Disarm is obviously less like around, but that's kind of what I do when I've got an absolute defense weapon a lot of the time, I think. Like for instance, that team I just showed, I actually went against that rule, and I did it for the reason, like, in my mind, I've got marks in this team, so I'm not going to get stunned as much. So I've got defense while confused, and there are some confused people out there. I think I've got defense while confused on most of these characters. Okay, I've got grays on her. I'm not sure why. I think I was just running out of mods, honestly. No, it's a gold one, so it's not even that high, to be honest. Okay, we'll put that one on there. There we go. Like, grays is definitely a good one to use, though. Grays is not a bad mod by any stretch. Both of these.
Feels good.
Taunt resist.
Sounds good.
What's it gonna say? Tours.
Member status show off with a twist T tours.
T tours. Wait, really? How did you do that? Oh right, because it's via Streamlabs. Okay, that's a Twitch emote. I do appreciate that. Thank you. I was completely baffled there, actually. Man, my mods are so drained right now because they're just on everybody. I can't remember. Does he have a good SIG? I think his SIG is just his taunt, and he gets 100% stun. Okay, I'll just protect his SIG. I think most people will ignore him, and if he gets taunts off, it's good. But yeah, Graze isn't bad. Defense while status effect is good. Man, his HP's so low, man. His HP's so low. Is it better to do this? How much by? 400 extra HP. So I'll do that. 400 extra HP. I guess the same would go for other characters too. Okay, we've already got one. Huh? Wait, is she double statted? Oh. I've already done it on him. Oh, she's got defense mods. I mean, her HP is decent, but I mean, I probably could sort that out. Is it going to be the same here? Yeah, she gets an extra 1k. Oh, I lose the oh no, I don't. I still got a bonus. Just about. Hey, Christian, thank you very much. Congrats to Sean for getting a membership gifted to you by Christian. I appreciate that, Christian. Thanks. Hey, what's up, Margot? Welcome to the stream. I think that's it. I think I've completed the weekly missions, guys. A day in advance. I don't know if I can get anything yet. Can I get a copy of the character? I can nearly get 2. So I should be able to get 2 by the next war, but I obviously can only use 1. Like, I can only have 1 copy that actually makes any sense. It's just kind of how it's gonna be. I want to do arenas just for the sake of it. Maybe get some coins, or maybe not, as the case may be, as it is going to be endurance. Or just to get some points done. Laggy. Isn't there a new league season soon? It feels like the last league season was ages ago, but I actually think it was quite recent, wasn't it?
Feels good.
Man, that
Sounds
took
good.
ages. I was surprised at what I was like. What's that? That took forever. I don't know why that took so long to come through. That was weird. Weird. Sean was in chat, so he might be here still. Are we doing a giveaway on today's stream, guys? It is a Monday. A lot of the time Mondays are giveaway streams. Let me see. I think it might be. Is it Princess today? If basically, the way I always know if it's a giveaway day is because if a character that got released is ending this Thursday, it generally means it doesn't. Like for instance, Tyrese lasted for 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks. Okay, that's my attack. Just get some points. We'll get some league points and all that good stuff. It doesn't really matter who we do because I'm not going to be attacking again. Okay. Let's see. Stars has got 15 more days, so he was up for 3 weeks. Is that the new norm? 3 weeks. Okay, yeah, no giveaway today. Yo, Christian, thank you very much. Thank you very much. How many ultra tokens have I got, Christian? If I've got more than 10k, 31. I'll do a 1 pull on stars. Just one. We're only doing one. I don't care what happens. Just one. And you get to pick which character I pull on. I'll do it here so you can easily see. If you want, I'll just scroll down. Just a 1 pull. Just tell me who you want me to pull on.
Good. Sounds
Congrats
good.
to Steve, Daylight, Bruh, Dan, and Matt for getting some memberships gifted to you by Christian, and a big thank you to Christian for the 5 gifted memberships. Really is honestly massively appreciated. Domo the man, Daylight, and the usual suspects. Daylight's just gonna be like, yeah. He has been working hard to try and get $1 for membership, though, to be
Feels
fair.
good. Sounds good.
But if he's getting free memberships all the time, I think, you know, it's all good. Sheldon, okay. Sheldon. What I'll do is, I'm just going to back out of the wheel. I'm going to wait until the, just in case we get really lucky. I'm going to wait until all the announcements are finished, so there's like 2 or 3 more. Is Stars worth getting? I'm debating if I should get him or not.
Feels good.
If you're
Sounds
sitting
good.
in the game right now and you're like, my attack teams are amazing, I'm blitzing through every defense, easy peasy, knife through butter, every single defense, then that's when you can go, hey, maybe I should pull for a defense team character. If you're not saying that, then you should probably save your tokens for an attack team character. And ultra attack team characters are generally really good, you know, like top tier ones, like Sophia. This recent Tyrese was good. They'll probably come out of more attack team characters in the future because they've effectively
Feels
brought out
good.
2 new defense teams recently.
Sounds good.
With like Hina lead and stuff. Okay, 1 more to go, Matt. Okay, yeah, we'd have to get crazy luck on the ×5. I don't even know what I'd do if I got stars, to be honest. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. I got crazy unlucky on Akira. Didn't get really that lucky on Tyrese. And I'm like sitting here like, you know what? Could get ×5.
Feels
This
good.
is what your average player
Sounds
does.
good.
They go, you know what? I could just pull my 4 pulls and try and go for a ×5. That's not how to do things. It's not how to do things. But I'm a content creator, so it's slightly different. I do have good attack tunes, but just trying to see how to improve my I guess Def. Stars looks good, but trying to see what's a good team to put him on. It is indeed Def. You said Def. What's good to put him on? Yo! Christian, another ×5. Okay, I'll wait these out as well. We have Mark, Robert, Eric, Logan, and Pixie Vamp getting their memberships on this. Thank you very much. I'm still learning what is a gifted membership. Basically, ways you can support YouTubers, if they've got it enabled, is with memberships. And the YouTuber sets the membership tiers. I've got tier 1, 1+, 2, 3, 4. I think that, or 3. I think that's where it ends. The default tier is, for me, it's called tier 2, but that's the default tier from YouTube, and it costs $5. When you gift out memberships, they cost $5 each, or your local currency equivalency, and you can do 1. I think it's 1, 5, 10, and maybe 50.
Good. Sounds good.
I think that's the gifted memberships. And Christian is like, easily the top gifted on my channel. Easily. Basham's up there for sure. But Christian's been going crazy the last 2 or 3 months. I think he's nearly in triple figures. I can go and look. I can try and get that stuff together. And it does make a massive difference to my my channel, honestly. It does. But if you don't want to gift a membership and you want to get a membership yourself, you can click the join button on my videos, or I think it's a $sign at the bottom of the chat, and it just gives you the option to click join. And I think the lowest tier is $1. If you're willing to go to the second lowest tier, which is $2, I would appreciate it, just because I added that $1 tier without having much knowledge of how it worked, and unfortunately that $1 tier has quite a heavy transaction fee, whereas on the $2 fee, the $2 one, it isn't as high as a percentage. It just eats into that dollar massively. I have stars. I have no clue what to do with them.
Good. Sounds
There we go.
good.
There we go. Okay. I would say Davey defense, Wang Fa, but I kind of did think maybe he'd work quite well with. I can't remember who I thought he'd work quite well with. I think it was a strong character. Can't remember. How do I become a member? I think I can give you a link. Just give me a second. There we go.
Feels good. Sounds good.
There you go. You can click that link and it gives you the options. It's completely optional, so don't worry too much about it. It's completely up to you. It just supports me directly, basically, and it is appreciated. I've got most of the newer tunes, but I still haven't. You know what? I had the same issue. It's very like. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. Actually, I will say it. For me, the biggest issue.
Good. Sounds
The biggest
good.
issue is the remodding to making my new defense teams, not anything else. That's it. I actually get like anxiety about having to remod my entire roster, and it's removing mods is one thing, man. It's gruesome. The quickest way to do it is still the method that I showed you guys before, where you just spam, you know, bottom right hand corner mod, unequip,
Feels good.
confirm.
Sounds
Bottom
good.
right hand corner, unequip, confirm. Bottom right hand corner.
Big up for
unequip,
Basham
confirm.
too. Tell us about the new PC lock.
Oh yes, you wasn't here. You weren't here. I've been receiving parts for the last 3 days, and today I got one of my hard drives. I'll get some more hard drives tomorrow. Some SSDs arrive tomorrow, and in just over a week's time, just under 10 days, I received the RAM, and I think I've got it all at that point. I think I've got everything, and I can just put it together like Lego. Yeah, it's all good, True Blue. I do appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna do a one pull on Sheldon. Should let you remove all mods. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I wanted from the start, and that's what I was actually recommending. Like, they need to add And then they added like remove all mods from individual characters, which is great too. But man, like I want to do my full roster remods, and that is an undertaking. That is a proper undertaking to do. Okay, here's Sheldon. One pull in a dream, guys. One pull in a dream. Are we going to get lucky in any way, shape, or form? There are other ultras on here which are decent that I don't have, or just don't have them. But obviously, we want to get stars, and we want to get the magical ×5. Here we go. One pull in a dream on Sheldon. I'm not getting baited into pulling anymore. That's it. We're done. The worst part is she was in the mythic market, like legitimately, like last mythic market. So that feels kind of bad. That feels really bad. But yeah, I agree with the remove all mods. Thank you again, Christian. I do really appreciate it. Oh, she has stars. Yeah. She has stars on her sweater. Yeah. It's not the same. It's not the same. I'm going to go ahead and say that. But yeah, I think like if you go into a character, let's mod him up quickly. Okay, he's modded. Look at those mods. This is the new defense meta for Ezekiel. Don't tell people about this, but this is pretty legit. Anyway, you can click the unequip all button, but it's after, like in terms of speed, after you've done that, it still requires you to click roster and go onto another character and then do the same, you know? And then like, I don't think it has it where it like, no, they don't have it where it's like listed by the amount of mods they've got on them. You know, like equipped. They just have rarity, so like you can completely remove the mods on the screen and you have to scroll down to find all the other characters down here. You know, and I've got so many modded characters now. I've got like my faction assault teams and everything. So like faction assault's another what, 25 characters. Merry Christmas, right? Merry Christmas indeed. But yeah, faction assault has got another 25 characters. Do we have a mythic bit shop reset? 3 days apparently. Is that 3 days? Seconds, minutes, hours, days. Yeah, we got one of these in 3 days. This is 45 days away. I think there's a new character coming into this. If it sticks with the like miss one, add one, miss one, add one kind of style that they've done. And we don't have anything resetting super soon. 2 weeks. It's not crazy far away. Christmas in July. Sounds good to me. I definitely like it to cool down a little bit, that's for sure. I need to swap the mod boxes on BitShop. What's wrong with the mod boxes in the BitShop? Oh, you mean like swap? What do you mean? Oh, you mean like swap them from being plat? They should probably cost 20 each. And be Paragon. Still don't get rare bits though, guys. I still don't really get rare bits. I might have some, I don't know, we'll see. Oh no, these are 5 stars. We don't want to sell those. Stars. Can I order buy anything? I can't do any ordering. I mean, I still hold on to S classes, and that's just because of how long it took to get those, to be honest. If I've got one of him, actually. We'll just hold on to him, because, you know, Telltale and all that. I definitely have her. Oh, we're getting some. I guess I did some elite character pulls. So what we get like 20 or something. 29. There we go. means I've got 30. And I'll be able to blow the buy torches. Buy the blow torches. Some of them. 6. How many have I got now? Apparently I've got 16. 16. 25 is fine by me. Yeah. The issue is, if they did it, I reckon they would not do you choose the set. Even though I don't think choosing the set makes any difference. It's still full RNG. You know? What difference does it make if you get an attack set, you know, with lifesteal? It makes no difference. And what difference does it make if you get an attack set with taunt resist? No difference, because that's good on anything. Like, the good things are generally good everywhere. And like, you could get a defense versus on an attack mod. Again, like I say, completely just rando. Okay, if I crit this, I'll die, but I'll also stun. Okay, I died, but I didn't stun. That's cool, isn't it? Does she have a sig move revive? We're gonna save Clementine. Saved. How many ultra tokens should I have before pulling? I wouldn't pull with less than 18 personally. Pulls, that is. Personally. If you go check out my ultra versus premium video, I go over the odds on getting an ultra character in general. I don't think anything's changed either. I don't think anything's changed. Haha, look. Haha. Can I add a Kira on the team you made for Heng Yen Barrack, then replacing Easter Eva with a Kira? I can check out what team you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I did not say. Just give me a sec, let me get the other territory. Oh, man, who was this dude again? Was his name actually Jason? Pisses me off how weapons inventory are full because of locked in weapons. Do they actually take up space? That's hilarious to a certain extent. Hey look, is there any point in holding on to 6-4-5-4 star tunes are not ascendable? Just keeping collecting sake, but hope Scopely give us something to use them with. I mean, you could definitely do something with 4-star characters. 5-star characters you can level up to 6-star. And 6 stars you can level up to silvers if you need them. 6 stars you can sell for rare bits to buy stuff like I just did. And 4 stars you can convert 4 stars into trainers. Like, it's a kind of not a defunct area of the game, but it still exists. It's still usable. It's just it's not really used very often. Oops. Let me do that. I'll just show you. How did you get 1 million damage from one hit on last stage of faction assault? Who did you use? Wait, what? I don't know what you mean. Okay, so if you go into a training ground, and at the top you go to train conversion on the right hand side. See the 2? And you can list what you want, right? We need this drop down right here when we sell characters. You can do like 2 stars, 3 stars, and you can see I've got a bunch of 3 stars in here. Now, if you're a collector, you could be like, you know what? I don't have that character, for instance. You like Telltale characters, or you maybe want to collect like every Negan in the game or something. You know, you want to lot these characters. Otherwise, you can just select all, and it'll select all the characters you see on the screen, and then you can convert them into the regular trainers. But yeah. It's all good, Sean. It's all good. How did you get 1 million damage from one hit on the last stage of Faction Assault? Who did you use? I'll go to Faction Assault in a second, and I can show you my teams. Same sort of thing with the 5 stars, 4 stars. Sorry, you can do this with 5 stars as well. So we're gonna select all. I've been getting these from roadmaps. Because I've been running. Seeing this got me running 25-8, and this is all the characters I've got from roadmaps. So like a little bit of an extra bonus from running 25-8, which is nice. I don't think I've got crazy amount of 5 stars. I actually could have tons, to be honest. Doesn't look like I've got many. Have I got both of those clems? Yeah, I do. The rest are leveled for something, some other reason. And then we can convert those as well. Okay, there we go. You probably had Bleed or Burn, which built up. All right, yeah. That'll be it. It was Bleed and Burn. Have I got 100 gold? I do not. It's a shame. But my teams are Bleed Burn teams. Like, I'll show you the like really vanilla team is this one. Easy to build team. Generally speaking. And then you have someone like Rhodey who applies Burn, and then she has a chance to extend it with her weapon and double it with her specialist skill. It just gets, and then all of her kit does basic attack, so it all has a chance to proc her specialist and her weapon. So it just builds up the burn constantly. Yeah, generally speaking, burn and bleed is the way to go. I do use a bleed team in this one, but you can get away with not using a bleed team here. Personally, I still like to use a bleed team just because of her stupid defense. This is the only one that I really struggle with because there isn't any burn or bleed in Atlanta. Otherwise, we'd have a good chance. And percentage damage doesn't really work against faction assault bosses, like generally. Especially considering what 4 of these characters are Generation 1 mythics. As in they were in the game like the first 2 months when mythics came out. I don't think there are too many other Atlanta characters, to be honest. But yeah. Okay, I can go spend some of this currency actually. I've been doing it a little bit. Okay, we'll probably get some. I'm gonna get some bronze. I can clear out bronze, I think. Yeah. Clear out bronze. And then we'll get 2 silvers. Still over 175k-ish. Does Trader, Titan, Hingyan, Akira, and Christmas Carol work? Sure. Won't be super fast, and like a lot of teams have burn resist now. Like 2 of every 3 defense teams will likely have burn resist on it. But if they set it up properly, all 3 will. So like Akira is kind of encountered. So he's kind of like, he's kind of niche to a certain extent already. And he's not control, so he can't bypass resists. Actually, I don't think burn actually does anything, because when someone has burn resist, it just, oh no, it does mean they, okay. If you burn someone who's got burn resist, they still take burn damage, right? The burn resist only stops it from being applied to them. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. What about Carl with Ransack? Coral. What's his support? This guy. He's pretty good. The issue he's got is after the first turn, he doesn't do much for like 2 turns, but he can just go around ransacking people. That could be really good, actually. Winterbit. No, the new pistol I'm talking about. This one. It could work, right? Cued. Cuda. I think it could anyway. Okay, we've definitely not got a giveaway today. Hit the numbers. Yeah. Pull some of these though. Is Christian still here? Could you use Kenny to take off 3 tunes during rush? 4. Although Kenny theoretically can only attack 1 character, right? Or is it 2 characters? I can't remember. Does he bounce between 2? 2 attacks are 400% to 2 enemies each. So he bounces between 2. So he could theoretically only attack 2. They could attack up to 4. So you could steal away things like Halo. Someone talked about Kenny using the weapon before. He will drastically lose damage though, drastically. When especially it's messed up because he's got a perfect weapon for him now. This weapon. Pretty much built for him. But obviously the 3rd slot would be attack versus, or attack while over a percentage HP. I think Christian's gone to bed. We'll see if we get Sheldon luck on the other pull. I'm going to pull 1 time on this wheel. Is Sheldon here? Doesn't look like Sheldon's here. Wait. Martinez. Oh, that's the really old Martinez. Okay. I think we'll do a 1 pull on Ghost. We'll see how lucky we get. Could use Axel, Sadiq, Preach, and of course the Aaron. Would have to be ×5 realistically for Aaron to be decent for me. I think I've got a reasonable amount of pulls here because I got a ×5 on Princess, but I will only do 1. We'll just be doing 1. Just the 1. Just the 1. Oh, it's Barker, guys. It's Barker. Remember this guy? It's Barker. No luck. No 1 times luck. Oh wait, actually. We'll do 2 more. We'll just do 2 more. I'll get the first crate. And then we'll bounce. That'll be us done. No. I don't envisage getting anything good on the pulls. No. 3 gold mythic wheel characters feels great. Is this the moment, guys? Finally. 100k advanced tokens. Long time coming. 1 crate and a dream. Where is it? There it is. Nope, 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 nope. There it is. Lego. 10k. I mean, it would have been good if I actually got one of the other characters, you know, one of the actual characters, but did not. Did not. Okay. Let's just do this again. Even with minus 20% attack. Hanging beast. Who had reflect? I guess it was a mod. Cheeses. Cheesies. Oh, damn it. I ain't good. Ooh, got him. If I've done it again where I've overtaken Cygnus. Not this time. I mean, I did, but not into first. I did, but I didn't. At the same time. Okay. Let's run my Blitzy team here. I think I'm going to make a little video on what I'm going to claim from this current event, because I think Cygnus did hit the nail on the head with what to claim. I was kind of contemplating doing the same thing. It really depends on how you're trying to use the character. The only issue is if an event in the future requires a higher grade stripes, you're in trouble. So there are potential downsides. You could potentially miss out on like a reasonable amount of the resources for a future event. Now in this current event you don't need stripes to be tiered up, which I think they did on purpose, but we'll see on future ones. Not Kenny. went down wave 2 there. Anniversary coming up, guys. What do you guys want to see on the anniversary event? Okay. Yeah. South Park flashbacks. Hopefully we get a nice big event like the last anniversary. Maybe not as crazy with the like 7 separate events whatever had last time. But like just a nice big event. Hopefully a decent character, you know, like Rick was pretty decent. Still usable even today as a leader. A nice attack too. Yeah, I think if they give us a damage dealer, you know? Just give us a damage dealer. Either strong or alert. That's what free to play needs. A strong or alert damage dealer. Right? Because if I go in here, alert, we already looked at this before. There's been pretty much no damage dealers that are free to play or even pay to win, honestly. Yeah. The last one was Kenny as the last top tiered attack character. Most of these other ones are support or defense. She is the most damage dealy character, and she's not like a pure damage dealer. Same with him. He's damage dealy, but it's slow. Only a select few people got him. And obviously she's not free to play as well. That doesn't help. He's only accessible gold mythic will. I actually don't even know if we've had a good alert damage roll character or just damage dealer. We haven't. There's not been one single free to play character that's damage dealer. Except Sandy. Sandy, and you could potentially say Laurie as well is a bit more free to play. She was like really good at one point. And I think the same issue kind of is with strong. A lot of the strong characters are just kind of like falling off a little bit. Require crits or like can crit, like Ghost, Reflect Heavy. You know, don't even have to be that crazy in my opinion. You can maybe be like single target. You know, like Crag isn't that crazy. He's good. He has usability, but he isn't like Sophia nuts. You know, same. He's not like Tyrese. So yeah, one of the two. I think so anyway. We'll see. We'll probably get legit character, right? Like a mainline character. Because we got Rosita as the first time round. So she's like a main story character, and she's got the whole like 6 medallion and 6 carved into the back of the Walker for the 6th anniversary. Then we had... Can I do this as a cheeky one? Off duty. I don't think we had a promo for that one. I can't do that. I can. I wonder why I didn't let me do that before. Did I spell it wrong? Let me see. I'm just watching my stream to see if I spell it wrong. Off. No, I didn't spell it wrong. I don't know. Rick's obviously a main storyline character. Shannon as well. Who could we get? I mean, if they keep it in line with this, could we get like Governor and Michonne? Or not sure. Maybe more Atlanta characters would be good though. Justice League, Region, Wayne, Nice Action. Huh? Not sure what you're saying, bruv. Not sure what you're saying. A useful Negan damage dealer would be nice. The anniversary, they generally don't just use random characters. You know, the best video I've ever released for RTS, guys, the best video, the one that did the best in terms of like views in the first hour. I once released a video that had 1,400 views in the first hour. Doesn't sound like a crazy amount, but it really kind of is for RTS. And that was an anniversary character. It was Kenny, and he was an S-Class. And he was an anniversary character. I got 1,400 views in the first hour. I'm lucky if I get 1,400 views on a character preview now. No, I mean, I generally will get that many views, but it's just so bad now. S-Class was the peak of this game, man. For me, at least. That's when the game was good. In terms of gameplay, character acquisition. That was the peak. Mythics is nice for character design, but it just isn't nice for the acquisition of the characters. It's really bad. I'm just having a drink, just could hear Ezekiel going on a rampage, killing everyone on the screen. Here we go again. Knock knock, who's there? I think that's bugged, guys. I can't be certain, but I think there's something wrong with that. Any good new Zeke teams out there? I don't think there's anything too crazy. There's just not enough of his the thing that he brings to the table in terms of the trauma. I think I should take him out of this team. Barriers are terrible for attack team characters, melee characters, sorry. But this is taking Mickey Mouse. Yeah, it needs more trauma. There's not many characters that add trauma turn 1. And heavy amounts of it. Trauma stacks, fortunately, so it is really good. You need crazy levels of trauma. I'm talking like 40, 50,000 trauma to make it viable. Because 90% of the time, the only time trauma procs is on a cleanse. That's it. And when it gets cleansed, it also can't proc a second time because it procs the first time and then it's gone. So it has to be massive. This is the biggest issue with trauma. Like, the idea that it procs when they resist is great, but pretty much no one resists on a consistent basis. You know? So unless you have one of those characters that forces characters to cleanse as well, like negative effects. That could be good. I guess you could try and use Corvus with him. I don't know how decent that would be though. we get anything? Not really. Okay, I forgot I got the territories. We'll try some crafts here. Let's see if we've got any crafts that I actually need to do. I'm doing a lot for some reason. Just get this weapon done. That is ever going to be useful. I'm not going to blowtorch this one. Here. Not too bothered. They could match the new show, The Walking Dead Dead City, and use Negan and Maggie. I mean, they could in terms of just using them as characters, but they can't really make it like, you know, they can't really attach it to the show in any way. Anything. I think I've only got one slot left. I'm gonna try and do the old Zeke weapon. See if we can finally get this. I like where you're coming from with that though. Thinking outside the box. Okay, we've got 3 tries. 3 tries? Yeah, looks like 3 tries. Try number 1. Give us a crit. Oh, no green smoke. None of that green smoke. Good. Now give me a dark blue upgrade. Damn you. Again. Negan Lydia. Oh, we got another crit. I think that's it. Me. What about Lydia and Carl? What could work with the number 8 though? That's the one I don't get. What could work with 8? Not much. Okay, last try. And I'll just do a 5% upgrade. No. I was like, I heard it's going to be last try. Gonna make you feel bad about it. The weapon I wanted to upgrade now was 5-star HP, not Ezekiel's. It was Callie's weapon. These. do 2 baby characters, you know? Carl's 8. The baby Carl. Like proper baby Carl. Like, I can't show you him, but... Unless he's in the world map. I don't think he is. He is my baby Carl like this, and he could have like a, you know, like a, what's it called? What do you call it in America? Like we call it a badge in the UK, but in America I think you call it a pin, and it could have the number 8 in it, but like it's his birthday, you know. That could be kind of cool. Carl and Enid. Yeah, that's not going to happen for sure. Enid was a TV show only character, right? I was genuinely sad when, well, you know, whatever transpired with her. I just started to like her. Then she got, as most characters do. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna wrap my stream up here. I have definitely got some content coming out tomorrow. I will cover the war info when it drops. And if there is a character release this week, that should come out on Wednesday. But that's going to be the end of my stream, guys. I'll see you on my Thursday stream. If you want to tune in live, the next one's going to be Thursday. Then I should be streaming on Saturday as well, because it's CRW. But that's the end of my stream today, guys. Hope you have a good day. Stay tuned for the war info that drops tomorrow. Take care, guys. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.